Hi, my name's Tanaya Truss, and welcome to my sort of majorette documentary. I wanted to talk to you about the evolution of majorette dance. The origin of baton twirling is unknown. It may have started in Eastern Europe and Asia at dance festivals where the goers used knives, guns, torches, and sticks to twirl and toss with. The activity progressed into the armies of some countries which twirled with rifles during marches, like this man in the video. When the army was parading, they added a rifle twirler in front of the marchers. The rifle was then switched for a mace. The mace was much larger than the batons today in balance. They are still used by some marching bands and parades today. The mace bearer or drum major twirled the baton while leading the army or band. This is very popular in the United States following World War II with the American Legion bands and the Firemen's bands. In the early part of the century, twirlers were mostly boys and men because the batons were very heavy. The maces were altered for easier twirling and now resemble the batons today. They were given smaller ends of light rubber made from hollow light metal and balanced to give accuracy to the twirler. This led to the involvement of females majorettes and the progression of twirling that resulted in one of the lightening and balancing of the baton. In the late 1930s, the majorette made her debut, which band directors decided to increase the audience appeal of the marching band by adding a baton twirler or two. Throughout the 40s, 50s, and 60s, more and more girls became majorettes. The involvement of girls and young women made twirling a more graceful artistic form of self-expression than it had ever been before. Baton twirling has evolved so much over the years and have given us the chance to witness the amazing and gracefulness of majorettes today. As you can see here, I'm giving you a great example of what majorette was before hip-hop majorette had started. Majorettes also do sit-down stands, which I'm going to show you now. Now on the hip-hop majorette, which is my typical style of dance. Hip-hop majorette is a very energetic and very popular sport among us young African American teens. And here's a great example of what I do now. That video was a competition that I was at not too long ago. It's a true example of the hard work and dedication that it takes to be a majorette. Now, if you ever thought about being a majorette, here's what it takes. Not only do you have to have great flexibility, but you also need poise, stamina, facials, attitude, sass, commitment, leadership, memorization skills, time management, courage, and patience. And not only are we pressured and tested upon our leadership skills, it takes a lot to be one of us. Majorettes are often judged upon the clothes that we wear or the dance moves that we put our heart into. Some people just don't understand that hip-hop majorette dancing is an art style too, just like all the other genres such as ballet, jazz, contemporary. They judge without knowing anything about the true story. I interviewed one of my fellow majorette sisters, Ayumi Jackson. Let's hear what she has to say. State your name and occupation.
Ayumi, I'm a sophomore.
I have a couple questions about your majorette dancing background. First question, when did you start dancing?
8th grade.
In the middle of the year or beginning?
In the beginning of the year.
What made you start dancing?
I was really bored with my life, and I thought I'd make more friends dancing.
Okay. Were you dancing for your school or for another organization?
It was another organization, but my teacher, it was her sister's thing. So it was like in the community of the school, though.
How do you think hip-hop majorette dancers are perceived by society?
I feel like people mostly see it as like, I don't know, girls being overly sexualized, so they don't really want to participate in it or watch it. But like, it's just really the outfits, and you know what I mean. But I don't really see the bad in it. I feel like they're really cute, and we got to move around. We can't wear baggy stuff, you know.
There's very opposite thoughts about majorette dancing. Do you think majorette dancing is a sport or just an activity, and why?
I think any sport is an activity, so I think like both.
Okay, but why?
Because in a sport, you're out of breath. You're like moving your body and stuff, and that's what it is. Like you're moving around a lot. You're out of breath. You are, working out. Like that's what it is. And then activity, because it's like something for you to do. On your downtime, you can dance, and that's what majorette is.
What do you have to say for the people that think majorette dancing is just an activity?
I mean, they're stupid to think that, because it's not like putting together a puzzle is like an activity, but majorette, it's much more than just an activity to do. Like, again, you're moving your body, you're just dancing all around, and like you can express yourself more with it than just like any regular activity.
Last question. What personal attributes are needed to be successful in the hip-hop majorette industry to you?
Personal attributes?
Like characteristics.
You definitely have to be confident, and you don't have to be confident like going into it, because I wasn't, but I mean, you're gonna get confident as you go along with it. But yeah, confident. You have to be open to new things, because everything in majorette, like there's always something new with it that comes with it, so you got to be good with that, or at least okay with that. And yeah.
Are you happy you chose the majorette genre?
Yes, because I feel like I'm able to just be myself when I do it. Like, it's not very like planned and it's not very, like, I don't know, organized. Basically, like, the dances that we do is just kind of all over the place, but it looks amazing, you know. And I love being able to just move around like that and do as I please, basically.
Majorette dancing to me is a form of art and expression. It's something that could keep kids off the street and give them something that could give them college scholarships. I'm proud to say that majorette dancing keeps me busy. It's important for me to show the world what I got while I'm still young. Now, enough videos on other people dancing. Here's a couple examples of me doing what I do best. Now, this is my personal project, so why don't we talk about it? One of my main goals throughout my dancing career is being a threat and being good at what I do. What I mean by that is I love to experience new things with dancing, but I don't think people understand how hard it could be and how hard you really have to work to get what you want. As I stated in my written response, my whole purpose in this personal project was to stretch 30 minutes at least 3 times a week and practice my tricks that will show after this video and my progress among doing that. In the end, no, I didn't exceed on some of the things that I hope to achieve, but I still have plenty of more life left in me to keep going even after personal project and keep trying to reach my goal. I'm the type of person to procrastinate quite a lot. I know it's bad, but I'm the type of person that knows what I need to get done and when it needs to get done by. And even if I procrastinate and, do things late or last minute, I make sure I still do what I have to do to succeed in life and make life better for me and my family. My procrastination was one of the big reasons, I think, as to why I didn't succeed in some of my hard tricks that I wanted to accomplish. But even though I still don't know how to do these tricks to the fullest, I still tried, and that's all that matters. In these clips, you see some of the footage that I used to show my stretching progress and my splits. I recorded 2 different sessions of my exercising and a couple of complications along the way. And I knew that this personal project was a pretty big thing. It's pretty big going into my other grades, And I knew that even though I didn't succeed in one aspect of my personal project that I wanted to, I needed to substitute that into something productive. And I used the rest of my knowledge and video skills that I knew already to enhance my personal project. I could have gave up, and I didn't. I could have just said, forget personal project, I don't want to do it anymore, it's hard, I'm not going to succeed. But I didn't. And I took what I knew and tried to substitute new things that I wouldn't have done before, you know? But here are some of the videos that I recorded my progress on some of my tricks. They're not perfect, but it takes a lot, and I think I put in quite a lot of effort.
5, 6, 7, 8.
What, Mom? No.
Okay, you don't have to stop. For real.
What, Mom?
Oh my bad. I got a migraine. Oh my.
Okay, yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, never mind.
Oh my god. See, when I started up here. Oh, you started recording? I might fail this.
What I learned. I think I learned how to stay productive more. And I think I appreciated the finer things. What I mean by that is I think that my brain has taught itself to rehabilitate, kind of. I feel like I am a hard worker, and I don't know why, I just lose confidence in myself when doing things. But overall, I think this personal project has had a good effect on me. And would I say it helped me in the long run? Maybe. Maybe. But I made maybe about 3 or 4 final dances for this project that I was excited to show. And here they are. Thank you for watching, and this is my personal project.